Jeff, we're talking about 4 from City Hall, members of the 2 pension boards. 2 of the 4 are appointees from Mayor Dave Bing. They're lame ducks. A new mayor makes new appointees. The question tonight is, should any of these 4 be going? Here's another board member.
Training is absolutely paramount for those who are running a $3 billion pension system.
Check this out. On the board, Deputy Fire Commissioner Edsel Jenkins. And across the table, Angela James, a retired cop. Both are Mayor Bing appointees to the Police and Fire Pension Board. Both are going to Hawaii. Their $12,000 trip approved by their board in February.
I have never gone to Hawaii for training, and you won't see me going to Hawaii for training either.
It's available elsewhere.
It certainly is. I've actually received a lot of training here in the continental mainland United States.
Over the last couple of years, Detroit city workers have protested cuts in pay and benefits as the city was going broke. A familiar spokesman is their Ask Me Local 207 president.
They can't afford a 10% pay cut.
Real and another elected member of the General Retirement Board are going to Hawaii. When we went to his union office, they tracked him down at Metro Airport, ready to fly out. He defended his trip to us over the phone.
Trustees are required to go to learn and do their job.
As 7 Action News has shown you, Detroit Emergency Manager Kevin Orr has already started talks with the 2 pension boards about underfunding by what could be hundreds of millions of dollars. The city has given IOUs to keep from running out of cash the last 2 years. A spokesman for Orr tells 7 Action News Orr is looking at his legal options over the Hawaii trip, including possibly removing board members. The police union president is out this afternoon reassuring his members.
There's still the air of impropriety, or the appearance, if you will, and we want to avoid that as much as possible.
So is this trip appropriate? No comment, says the spokesman for Mayor Dave Bing. He goes on to say the decision to go is up to the board, separate from the mayor. Now, there's more to this. There are public employee pension boards in Wayne, Macomb, and Oakland counties. Do they have members going? The answer is simply no. And we spoke earlier this afternoon with the Oakland County Executive, Al Brooks Patterson.
And just more, I think, evidence of why they're in trouble, financially speaking. They can spend 20-some grand, 24 grand to go to a conference when the city's on the cusp of bankruptcy. Something wrong with that.
Now, we have not heard the end of this here in the city of Detroit. We could see some specific action taken on this trip next week. Jeff, Joanne?
Well, Jim, I would assume that this was approved before the emergency manager, Kevin Orr, and I would assume that if it was afterwards, he probably wouldn't approve it, right?
And there's a question about whether he could or disapprove this because these boards do function separately, but that's the legal issue he is looking into. But yes, these trips were approved in February for the Police and Fire Pension Board and December for the General Retirement Board.
Okay, Jim, I'm certain that you will stay on this story. Thank you very much. We do have a little bit more about this. A spokesperson for the General Retirement System provided a statement to 7 Action News. It reads in part, even though the city of Detroit is going through a critical time, the Board of Trustees must keep pace with the evolving discussions as to solving the pension issues which many of the public pension plans throughout the city and the county are facing.